post demonstrations. And why do we say that? We think that we have other priorities of the economic problems that are there, which we believe were not brought about by Dr. RUTO. They were there before, and if anything, what we should be doing is to support the efforts the government is doing in trying to improve the economy of this country. Talking specifically about our community. Our community has been led for the last 10 years by one Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka in the opposition. The community has been known during the last 10 years to be in the opposition. And after meeting as leaders of the community, led by ourselves, decided that we can no longer stay in the opposition for another 5 years and possibly another 5. And therefore we said wholeheartedly, we are supporting this government, and we are not with those people, particularly from our community, who are saying they are going to participate in the demonstrations of 20th, which is Monday. And therefore our call now to the community is that they keep off these demonstrations. They keep off these demonstrations because they will do no good to our community. Our community is embracing the government of the day. We do not support demonstrations, nor do we support anything that is outside the policies the government is pursuing in improving the livelihoods of the people of this country. Our community, specifically, as I said, is now bedeviled by many problems. There's a lot of famine in the area of the three counties, a lot of famine, and we are yearning for development. During these 10 years in the opposition, our areas have not been given the right share of development in this with this government, and therefore we are asking the current government and assuring them that the community is with the government, and that we now want to see development taking place in our area. We also, and this is very important, we want development. We have got roads which were abandoned. We have got water projects which were abandoned. And we think that this government of William Ruto is going to improve the situation and is definitely going to give our community the right share of development. So let me stop there and then invite another leader to say something. This is Honorable Joe Mutambu.
Thank you very much, Senior. It is unfortunate that our country is facing a big challenge. And the challenge we are facing today, despite what you know, the economic challenge, we have kingpiniosis. That is what is disturbing this country. The Kamba community is suffering from kingpiniosis. And if we can cure that, this community will be in a safe place. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because there is a notion that since Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka is supporting the demonstrations, all Kambas are supporting it. Far from the truth. The Kambas are not supporting the so-called maandamano. We are leaders in this country, and we know what is happening. We are businessmen, and we know how the economy is driven. I would be very happy if the opposition are telling us what we need to do to bring the cost of living down. I have not heard any person, not Raila, not Kalonzo, not Sifuna, not anybody, not Mother Karua, telling us if we do this, the cost of living will go down. We know what they are looking for. What they want is to overthrow the government in the name of high cost of living. And we want to tell them to come out open. If they say they are marching to State House, there is no milling factory in State House. There is no maize in State House. Maize is somewhere else. And we can only reduce the cost of living once we go to farms. It has been said in very few days, rain is coming. And I'm wondering, and I said it before, and I'm going to repeat, that I'm shocked when I hear Kalonzo Musyoka mobilizing campus to come to Nairobi to demonstrate instead of telling them to go and start farming. So whatever they are telling us does not make sense to us. They said that it is peaceful demonstration. There is nothing peaceful when you are doing an illegal marching. Because going to State House, you are pronouncing yourself, you are going to State House to overthrow a government, and you want us to support you to do that illegality. It is quite wrong. I don't mind if Raila Kalonzo take their route to go to Kasarani, they go to Uhuru Park, they go to where, they go to Mombasa by foot, we will support them with some water. But the moment they tell us they are going to State House, they are going to overthrow the government. And we are going to kill this beautiful country of ours. For those few remarks, I urge Kamba community not to join this movement. And I urge Kenyans to demonstrate. I would agree with these leaders if they tell us that the people who will go to demonstration, one will be Kenneth Kalonzo Musyoka, and another one will be Raila Odinga, and another one is the son of Mother Karua. That will be a peaceful demonstration. But if you call people from Kibera, from Madare, those who have not eaten, and their mandas is being cooked in Nairobi, I don't see where the peaceful maandamano will be. So I'm sorry, but we ask them to tone down and look or seek for negotiation and bring forward what ideas they have to bring the cost of living down. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I am going to call Honorable Kisoi Munyao to say a few words. Please be brief.
What I want to ask Kenyans is this. For how long are we going to succumb to blackmail? For how long are we going to be intimidated by the opposition so that we can do things that are not within the Constitution? What is going to happen on Monday is a recipe for anarchy. And I want to tell the Azimio team that is planning whatever is going to happen on Monday that the government does not negotiate with terrorists. The government cannot negotiate with bandits. The government cannot negotiate with anarchists. These are people who are intending to overthrow the government legitimately elected by the people of Kenya, and the government must be prepared to take the full force of those who want to overthrow it. Time and again, if we look at the issue of this nation, we must ask ourselves, how did we get where we are? Some of the issues being raised now were perpetrated by the Uhuru-Raila handshake. Serious economic crimes, serious plunder of public resources. Yet the same people are now crying foul, pretending to be the holiest of all, and telling us what should be done. time has come as Kenyans, we say enough is enough. We are ready to face whatever is happening, and we are consulting also our friends, also to petition the internal ministry so that they can also give us permission to hold peaceful demonstrations on Monday, also heading to Raila'S place on Monday. So we are also consulting, because if these are peaceful demonstrations, the government should also allow us to also do peaceful demonstrations, because there is nobody who has monopoly of violence. We are saying as a community, we don't support whatever is happening, and those who are going to be there is just a group of a few wiper leaders who will be there. So my urge to the community is that we should stay away from this demonstration of overthrowing this government and stay steadfast and support the government of William Samoei Ruto. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to ask the lady here, Damaris, also to say a few words, and then we are going to conclude with our youth. One youth, and please be brief.
Sure. Thank you so much. I'm here courtesy of Makueni to represent the gender. As you know, our president, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, has really given women in leadership, and us from Makueni County, we are totally condemning the Monday demonstrations. Us in Kambani regions, you know, in our place, our women, they are the ones who are really affected. They are the ones who go to fetch waters. They are the ones who look after families. And in this case, we really condemn, in the highest order, such demonstration will not take place from our region. I urge women from Ukambani region, Machakos, Kitui, and Makueni, not really to bother about this demonious so-called mandamano. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Mutambu represents the youth.
Well, thank you so much. On behalf of the youth of this nation, I want to state categorically that we are not going in any way to participate in illegalities aimed at transforming and overthrowing our current government. We know that since time immemorial, the youth have been forgotten, and the youth have been misused for personal gains, especially by the orange demonstrations movement. I want to urge the youth of our nation to sit back and ask themselves, how long will we be used by a few people to get their own share of power, and after that power is shared, they let us be. Nataka kusema hili kwa Kiswahili. Sisi kama wanarika tumekataa maandamano, na hakuna njia yoyote ile tutatumika vibaya ili mtu ajinufaishe mwenyewe. Wale wanarika wa huko Lower Eastern, sisi tutaenda mashambani, kuna kiangazi huko, tutaenda kupanda, mvua imekuja. Asante sana.
Asante. One final. This gentleman is called Malili. Malile. Malile.
Asante. Na mimi ningetaka kusema machache, mojawapo ikiwa kama kutakuweko maandamano kama vile yamekuwa kwa zile wiki mbili zimepita. Tumeona uchumi wetu ukiendelea kudorora. Tumeona shilingi yetu ya Kenya ikiendelea kuweaken against the dollar. Hiyo ni sababu moja ya mafuta kwenda juu. Wale watu ambao wanasababisha maisha yetu yakuwe magumu zaidi hapa Kenya ni wale wanaandamana kila siku. Kwa hayo ningetaka kusema sisi kama eneo letu la Lower Eastern tumesema hakuna maandamano. Hatutamfuata yule kiongozi wa Wiper ambaye amejiunga na Raila Odinga ati waambie wa Kamba wafunge barabara. Tunataka kila mtu Mkenya ambaye anapenda nchi hii tuhakikishe uchumi umesimama vizuri. Na kama hatutafanya hivyo, basi tutaendelea kuumia na maisha yetu yataendelea kuwa magumu. Jambo la mwisho ni hili. Mheshimiwa Kalonzo Musyoka akitembea kila mahali anaongea mambo ya peace. Anasema ati kutakuwa na maandamano ya amani. Hakuna maandamano ya amani inaweza fanyika kama watu wanataka kuelekea State House. Ikulu ya Nairobi is a no-go zone. Na maandamano yanakubaliwa katika katiba. Lakini tumeona maisha mengi, na kuna kiongozi fulani aliongea hivi juzi kana kwamba kutakuwa na bloodshed kama tutakubali haya mambo yafanyike. Jambo la mwisho, shule zetu za Kenya, watoto wetu wako nyumbani midterm, wanafaa kurudi Tuesday. Kama maandamano itafanyika on Monday, watoto wetu wataendelea kukaa nyumbani. Kwa hivyo tunawasihi wananchi wetu wasikubali waingizwe kwa shimo na wale wapinzani wa Mheshimiwa Ruto ambaye tuna recognize kama president wa nchi yetu. Asante.
Okay. Sasa ningependa kidogo kwa Kiswahili ku wrap up. Vile tumesema ni kwamba sisi ni viongozi wa Ukambani na tunaongea kwa niaba ya wananchi wetu wote ambao wanaishi katika kaunti zetu tatu ya Kitui, Machakos na Makueni kuhusu maandamano ambayo imepangwa siku ya Jumatatu tarehe 20. Mwito wetu kwa watu wetu wote ni kwamba wasishiriki katika maandamano. Sisi tunajua katika huo mpango kuna mmoja wetu ambaye ni Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka ambaye anaongoza community yetu kuelekea kwa upinzani, na sisi tumekataa katakata kwamba Wakamba hawatakuwa katika upinzani wakati huu. Ametupeleka miaka 10 na hatutakubali miaka ingine 5, na kwa hivyo tumesema watu wetu hawatashiriki katika maandamano, na ikiwa yeye anataka kuendelea aendelee. Tunasikia kwamba anataka kuwa rais 2027. Kwa hivyo community haiwezi kwenda kwa upinzani ati kungojea Kalonzo awe rais 2027. Itapata nini akiwa rais? Amekuwa katika uongozi miaka mingi, nafikiri sasa inaelekea 40, na Wakamba hawezi kuonyesha kitu chochote ambacho aliwapatia. Kwa hivyo aendelee na maandamano yake, lakini ajue community haina yeye. Tuna support serikali ya Dr. Ruto na tutaendelea kuisupport ili tupate maendeleo, kwa sababu Ukambani kuna shida nyingi na hatuwezi kusema ati tuwe kwa upinzani. Tutapigana, tutapikuwa na upinzani ya kufanya nini? Mambo ya Ikulu, mimi kama former administrator and a senior one, all residences, official residence of sitting heads of state, not only in Kenya, ni haramu watu kufikiria wanaweza kwenda kwa pahali ambapo kiongozi wa nchi anakaa. Na sio Kenya, huwezi kwenda, wa Amerika huwezi kwenda White House ati kwenda huko waseme ni peaceful demonstration. Kenya pia na popote katika dunia, head of state or head of government residence is sacred. You never want to interfere with it. So we urge those people who are contemplating going to State House wawache maneno hayo, wafike pahali wanataka kufika na warudi, kwa sababu itakuwa ni makosa makubwa kwenda Ikulu. Asanteni. Sasa tunaanza kuwauliza kama mna swali moja mbili tuwajibu. Yes, madam. There was no? We are not telling them to call off the demonstration. We have never said that. We only condemned it and we said we are not supporting. Mambo appointment of CSs, we have no issue. For your information, there are 2 gentlemen from our region, competent, Mr. Mbaluka and Victor Munyaka. They are from our region. We are not counting them to come from counties. You cannot have from every county. So we are satisfied with the appointments as a community. Yes, sir.
if we are keen to follow the economic status of our country, subsidy came 2 or 1 month towards election. Previous administration was there since 2017. Why was there no subsidy in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021? Why was there no subsidy? Handshake came to play in 2018. Why was there no subsidy? The subsidy which came in was a carrot to dangle to the electorate to elect the azimio candidate. And it was not meant to stay. And if it was to stay, there could have been a budget for it. There was no budget for it. Even up to today, the millers are crying. They were never paid. So it was just a promissory note which was given. And there was no money. Okay? So that's why I'm saying I have not had anything tangible. We know that once we go to the farms and we take advantage of the subsidy of fertilizer, the yield will be there and hunger will go down. But if a farmer who used their money to farm the maize, how do you expect them to sell that maize at a lower price? And how do you expect a miller to sell hunger at a lower price at this moment? What we need to pray for is to get lower maize price so that the price of hunger will go down.
Thank you.
Another question?
Hiyo swali umejibu kikamilifu, kwa hivyo hakuna haja ya umetosheka sasa. Kwa hivyo tunawashukuru. Sorry. Sasa ukitaka ya Kikamba twende pale
tuonane nyuma ya tent.
Kwa sababu sasa watu wote wakiwa subject to Kikamba, we welcome you to the table there, we will talk to you.
Nyuma ya tent.
Hata language ingine kama kuna mtu anataka ingine, tuna wataalamu hapa. Kwa hivyo, on behalf of our leaders, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for coming, and we are looking forward to you informing our people the position taken by their leaders. God bless you. Thank you. Ulo kwenda Kigamba na ukabaya.
Kanoba? Kato tuwa? Aye, alama Kigamba mo kwa ba?
Okay, Kamba okay. No. Just a minute.
Kigamba. Tuone na Kigamba na.
Eh.
Eh.